sort of there?
So I was just admiring that mine are way better than yours.
I'm going to take my helmet off.
Probably a good idea. Take that hard hat off. No plucks flying around right now, bro.
Hey guys, so in this video what we wanted to do was give you kind of like an insight into what the Nike skates from JustDoHockey are like to actually skate on. Now, we've done a studio video where we looked at how they're built, the tech behind them, the fact that these are actually a usable, stiff, elite level pair of skates, but what are they like on the ice? That's what we're going to touch on now. What's been your first impressions on the ice, mate?
I mean, okay, for me, they don't feel any different to a top manufacturer that is making skates right now.
Yeah.
They are stiff, the tendon guard's stiff.
What do you mean by right now? Is that like a hint to something? I don't want to get myself into trouble.
I never said nine.
Something about a meeting a couple of weeks ago, right?
No.
So,
We're going to move on. We're on Nike skates right now. Nike.
Yep. Okay, go.
The tongue, the tendon, the stiffness, it feels like a top of the range boot.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think in terms of the stiffest skates on the planet right now that you can buy, it's going to be true skates. Whether it's the SVH Customs or it's the 9X4s, those are structurally the stiffest and arguably the most comfortable skates that you can pick up on the market. The stiffness of these skates is close to that. That's the best I could suggest it as. And when you see these online, I thought they were like a novelty pair of skates originally. I didn't think it was a level of skate like it is when you get it. It's the first thing that everyone that touched them said when they touched them. They were stiff as hell. And it's not something I expected. I thought they'd be really, really soft. I thought they'd be sort of like an entry-level to mid-range type of skate, but that's definitely not the case. What's the performance been like for you? Do you know, before we even get into it, can you guys comment down below and let me know which ones you think look better? Hopefully you guys are Back to the Future fans and you'll think the mag skates look better, but if you like the Nike Zooms, just comment down below. Let me know if you think Tommy's look better with the Nike Air Zooms or the Nike mag skates from Back to the Future. Let me know which ones you think are the better looking skates. But what did you think about their performance on the ice, mate?
I mean, performance, I could use them. I could be I need to bake them. Obviously, these are the first time I've got my hands on these. So I'm looking forward to baking them, and I do plan on using them here or there in the future. I don't want to damage them too much.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But I could 100% use these in training or in a game whenever I felt like it, if I wanted to.
For me, in terms of how it feels on the ice, the tongue feels like a Bauer tongue. I think that's quite fair to say.
Yep.
Like something from the Vapor range of skates. The tendon is definitely more like a CCM style tendon, in my opinion, in terms of how it feels. And then the stiffness of the skate is like a true skate. And the liners are somewhere between a Bauer and a CCM skate. So not too thick, not too much, not too dense. I think that's quite a fair way of summarizing what the skate feels like to put on and skate around with. But when you're on the ice, today we were filming, I wasn't thinking about my skates on my feet being the Nike mag skates from JustDoHockey. I didn't think about that. I was just chasing Tommy, filming, and then I was skating in these skates as well. That's always a good thing because it means the skate's doing what it's meant to do. You're not thinking about it on the ice, but it's just surprising because you look at these online, you look at all the photos, you look at all the hype that they're getting, and you don't think that they're a usable pair of skates. But when you get on the ice, you find out, holy crap, they actually are.
Yeah, I mean, I can't agree more. I am really impressed right now. And not only that, but these are Nike skates.
Yeah, the attention to detail is ridiculous.
Before my time. Like yeah. I didn't see these. The first pair of skates I see was a pair of Bauer X30s. I think were my first pair of proper hockey boots.
Yeah, these were still around when I was a little bit younger, which is kind of giving my age away a little bit. But it's sick. The guys behind JustDoHockey have a crazy eye for attention to detail. Even looking inside the mag skates, how the footbeds look like the hoverboards. These are details that only somebody that is obsessed with detail is going to be able to pick up and even consider thinking to include. These ones over here with the carbon patterning, like they just look sick. The red swoosh,
they look fresh, yeah.
Even how like the Nike logo on the back is stitched on.
In the tendon at the top here.
Even like you've got Nike on these little like...
Yeah, Nike on the blade, Nike on the blade holder. I mean, there's even Nike on the inner sole. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Probably not. I'll get Chris to zoom in on it. But there's actually a Nike tick on the inner sole of these ones. And
let's not even forget about the fact that you've got it there. Zoom Air. Like obviously these are the Nike mags, which is cool. You've got the Zoom Air on the back.
They're insane, bro.
They're sick skates. Absolutely sick skates. It's also worth mentioning, Tommy did say that his aren't baked yet. I skated on these a few times with them unbaked straight out of the box and then skated on them with them baked. These skates have a hell of a lot more volume than we're used to, and they also fit a little bit larger than what we're typically used to as well. This is a box size 8. I would normally be in a 7.5. Same with Tommy. We're the exact same size, which makes things really easy. But the other thing is, with the volume in these skates, you 100% need to bake them. I notoriously don't bake all of my skates. I'll just break them in the traditional way, but that's definitely not the case with these. The amount of volume that they have, especially in the top of the foot and the ankle area, to get the boot to really wrap and contour around your foot, because it does have thermoformable composite materials inside it, which again is testament to how these things have been built. Absolutely bake these so these can wrap around your foot, so you can get a real connected sense of how the skates feel. First time I was in these, Gary behind the camera was letting me know that while I was skating, I looked a little bit wobbly on the ice, which isn't testament to my skating ability, hopefully not, but when I baked them, I felt a hell of a lot more stable, more planted. So that's one thing I definitely noticed with these that you're not going to see just seeing cool pictures online. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight into what the performance and the feel on the ice is like. Yeah, the attention to detail was mad. And I know that these are going to be like Marmite or Vegemite if you're Australian, for our 3% Australian audience. But essentially, you're either going to love them or you're going to hate them. A lot of people think these look sick. A lot of people think they're too loud. But hockey is boring in terms of the designs of products that are out there. I don't want a little bit of orange, a little bit of red, a little bit of black. It's boring. I want something that screams, and that's exactly what these skates do. And I think that if you are bold enough to wear something like these, then these are probably the sickest looking skates that are out right now. We've got a tournament coming up in Antwerp in Belgium, the Indoor Pond Hockey Classic. If we are able to make that tournament, are we going to be using these?
I'm rocking these.
And Sean's going to use the white tree skates.
Oh yeah.
Add a bit of colour.
You're allowed to say that, the white ones?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Okay.
I mean, what white tree skates?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The ones in the tutorial.
The custom ones? What?
But yeah, hopefully we'll be rocking those. If you want to see the in-studio breakdown of these skates, where we give you a much more detailed look at how they've been made, the materials, what's behind it, what you need to do to support Just Do Hockey, links will be down below in the video description, so make sure you check that out. And of course, how do you guys get these? Like, I've seen comments saying you keep showing us things we can't get. That's not the idea. The idea is to bring attention to these, bring attention to what Just Do Hockey are doing, so you guys are able to pick them up. Following them and supporting them is completely free. That's how you support them. Make sure that you're following Just Do Hockey on their socials. It'll be down below in the video description. And as they grow, as they get more attention, essentially we're just waiting for Nike to finesse the red tape and give it a nice little, excuse the pun, but a nice tick, and then all of a sudden these skates are going to be available to people. So just show support to Just Do Hockey. Make sure you're active on their socials so you can see what's happening, and hopefully very soon these skates will be available, because they make a bunch of other different ones. We'll link some of the images to some of the sick designs they've done down below, but just keep supporting them, guys, if you want to be able to pick these up. And the idea is that they do want to roll them out. They just need your support, and they need Nike to green light this project. Maybe Tommy will do like some reels of this, just giving people a bit more insight.
Once they're baked and I've used them a couple of times, I'll definitely give you an update in a couple of weeks.
Awesome. And yeah, I guess that's it. And take care till next time.